Hi, my name is Olivia, and for the past few years I've been on a travel adventure, from breathtaking trails to unforgettable safaris and lively cities. But as I explored different cultures and ways of living, I kept coming back to the same question. Could I live like this? Now I'm giving myself the space to find out. This is my cabin in Transylvania, Romania. What's it like to live a lifestyle so different from mine? Can I adapt to the change? And what will I learn from this experience? Good morning. I don't think there are many things that compare to having a coffee outside with this morning sun. This is just so lovely. And my dog is also very lovely. Titsika. She always stays in this position. One main thing I've been kind of struggling with is organizing the things I want to do. I'm pretty chaotic in general. It's difficult for me to structure things and stick to multiple projects at the same time and start on that one and then work 2 hours on another project and then on another project and so on. I am fine if I have one task per day, even if it's a difficult task, even if it's a long project. But if I switch, then it becomes overwhelming. And here I'm also learning a lot of new things because I've never done anything like this in the countryside. I never painted a room. I never did anything in the garden. I've done some things that I haven't filmed as well because I didn't find it that interesting. I think when you're used to doing these things, you have a more clear idea of how long it takes, what it's like, what can go wrong, and so on. So it's definitely a matter of practice, I would say. I do eventually get tired from it. Now that I spend more time here in the countryside, I do miss having more access to things, and I also miss having a bathtub, a proper working shower, things like that are comfortable, proper washing machine. I miss running water, but I'm gonna find a better system and I'm gonna be able to use the washing machine here, so that's also exciting. And I'll start improving each room, get some new pieces of furniture. There isn't that much I can find here on places like Facebook Market. Not much secondhand furniture available around because that would have helped. Maybe I could have improved some things myself. So I'm just gonna buy some new things here and there. I miss hiking so much, and this summer I'm gonna have some new hiking projects. I'm already so tired from yesterday and I just wanna finish this part. My initial project was bigger, things are taking slower, and at least I want to feel like I've done something and I didn't give up completely. And normally I would be quite disappointed if I had a big project and I couldn't make the goal. Then I would think, oh, I failed, I'm just gonna abandon it. That's not how progress works, and that's not how consistency works. So I'm trying my best to take everything as a learning experience. Even if I planned on planting more this week and I'm not gonna be able to do that, that's still fine. I'm still doing things. And I guess the whole point of slow living is to be slower. I'm tired. I guess this is great training for my upcoming hikes. So this is the lazy version where I just lifted up the weeds and twisted them to face down so then they would dry, hopefully. But technically I think the proper best way to do it is to pick out all the weeds by hand. So I started making this bed and I already failed with this nail here. This is pretty embarrassing, to be honest, and just doing this bit took me longer than it should have because I tried with this drill, but it doesn't seem strong enough. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong. I am the kind of person who starts doing things without reading the instructions, without doing the research, I love planning trips and I love doing the research when I'm traveling normally. And I don't want to miss anything, and it's important to me to do everything right. But if I'm doing anything else, I do not have the patience. I just start doing the thing and I'm wasting so much time just attempting to do things when I could have read the manual. This is not necessarily about the garden, but just in general, I start randomly. don't think you can see me. Are these called planks? What are these called in English? My paint is on the way, so I'm gonna finish the room as well. Which is exciting. Maybe I'll finish everything I planned for this week on the last day. Yay! What do you think of my half raised bed garden? So I have all this plain cardboard from the bed I ordered, which is great. Okay, so I put the cardboard and now I'm gonna add a few branches and then I'm gonna add the soil. This is so tiny, the bed actually, so I don't think I can plant that much. I'm gonna be left with a lot of vegetables and it might be too late to plant them when I come back, but they're fine to plant next year as well, so they're not gonna go to waste. Why did I start this? I have regrets. I want to quit. I so want to quit, but I'm not going to. I don't know where to put the camera. I'm not going to because I want my brain to learn that I can trust myself when starting a project, when learning a new thing. I want to convince my brain that it's exciting and it's fine if you fail and it's fine if you do a half-assed job sometimes, as long as you do it and as long as you learn from it. And honestly, this is the main point of why I'm digging a garden right now and why I want to make my house pretty. It's easy to quit when it feels overwhelming or hard or you don't know where to start, and that breaks trust in yourself, and it's important to rebuild that trust if you struggle with procrastination or general anxiety. It's important to build that belief that you can count on yourself, you can do it. You'll be fine if you fail, you'll be fine if someone leaves, you'll be fine either way. I think that's what builds discipline and self-trust, and that's how you're way less anxious about things. But I should start digging instead of talking. Okay, this is it. This is my final result. I could still put some more soil over it, but maybe I'll do it some other time. It was more difficult than I thought, of course, but for now I want to take a break. I want to take all of my stuff inside the house, and maybe my paint delivery came and I can actually start painting the ceiling, which actually seems very easy compared to digging the garden. Okay, so here it is. It would have been nice to have like 6 of them. So I planted some yellow courgette here, and then now I want to plant some broccoli and cauliflower on the ground, and I want to put some chamomile in between them as a companion plant because apparently it draws some pests. Yes, chica. Okay, this is the last thing I want to do in the garden. I have way more to plant, and I will probably do that when I come back in a week. So broccoli should be 45 to 60 centimeters apart. Happy I'm done. I might plant some more things soon, and I'm exhausted, honestly. These seeds go a long way. Should have just got one pack, not a million of them. Jessica! Look how happy she is. It's the last day of painting. I'm ready. Finally finishing the ceiling. So that is exciting. I got what's supposed to be my nice paint. Yes, the countryside is nice and all, but now I'm actually looking forward to sitting in front of my computer. Actually, maybe I should have mixed it. I don't know, I forgot to mix it. Well, let's see if this is any good. So I tried a more affordable paint after using this Oscar one. And it was just so bad that I couldn't paint it. Oh. No. Did something happen to the wall? Yes, it did. Anyway, nice. Very nice. I don't even know if you can see me. Yes, the coverage, the texture, the fact that half of the paint is not going on the floor. Oh, this is amazing. Get good quality paint. So at least you know if you do a bad job that it's your fault. And this doesn't roll. Why doesn't it roll? Come on. Can you tell I'm tired? I'm so tired. I'm so done with everything. Yeah, I need to find a bigger roll because with this one it's gonna take me ages. Good morning. It's been a few days since the last time I filmed and I have a few updates. So this is the situation with the room. There's this nice smell of a new room. I am really happy with the paint now, actually. I am going to change the light fixture and eventually I'm gonna change this as well. This is the bed I ordered. One downside is that the bed doesn't have all the holes drilled in, so I actually need to measure and drill some of the tiny holes, and that's not great. I am going to keep the wardrobe and just change these. And I'm gonna get some new bedside tables as well. It's these small bits that don't have any holes in them, and they need to go on the side of the bed. This mattress was actually bought somewhat recently, so this is not an old mattress. It was just placed on that old bed. And I also got new curtains. I'm gonna hang them after I make the bed. And yeah, this is really exciting. I'm already feeling so much better. I feel like I have a room where I feel comfortable spending time and sleeping and everything. It feels so nice. To be honest, this is not the sturdiest bed, so I hope it's gonna be fine. And then yeah, I got these as well, but I need the silicone to put them up. And then I also need to finish painting here because I added some plaster, so it's not the right color. But other than that, this part really looks nice. It's actually pretty similar to the job of a professional who isn't that good. Which for me is a compliment. That's great. Great job. Okay, so this is the manual. Apparently it's 1 person, 2 hours, so I'll see what I can do. So this is the headboard. One eternity later, I added these things on the headboard, and I have a lot more left. Here is my progress. These things here only came with 2 screws, not 4. So I added 2 more nails because I didn't have similar screws, just to make it more sturdy. Finally finished adding these things. Oh my goodness. It was 16 of them and each has 4 screws. And it was not fun and it took me way longer than I thought. And a lot of these things seem easy technically, but then when you do them, they're not perfect and It's a great way to feel bad about yourself, because it's the first time you're doing something and you're probably not gonna be great at it. I now just need to put these together, the big pieces, and that is it. And I'm so looking forward to finishing this bed. And I'm also hoping it's not gonna break. How do I proceed from here? Come on. Yes, this is done. I made a bed, and I'm not talking about bedding. Okay, this is the situation. I'm gonna add the mattress and cry because I lost my patience a while ago. You know, whenever I look at other people, it seems like whatever they're doing is easy, it's presented in a way that couldn't really fail, and then when I try, some things fail, and it always makes me question myself, because I'm thinking, wow, this job is so easy, and then it took me so much longer, or I didn't think of this thing, or something was right in front of me and I didn't see it. And yeah, it's easy to lose trust in yourself and doubt yourself when you see everyone just sharing their best and you're just there not being the best at something. Anyway, let's see what we're doing about the mattress. Yeah, my dog is not on board. Come on, go back. Back! Come on, we're almost there. We can add the new bed sheets and the curtains. I think the mattress is actually shorter. I didn't know this, but there's space both here and here. So maybe I'll get another mattress at some point as well. And here it is, my new bed. I will order the new bedside tables. They just had a very random delivery date, like 3 weeks from now, and I don't know what my schedule will be, so I couldn't really commit. But I'll definitely get new bedside tables as well. Should I sit on the bed? I'm scared. This is what it looks like. I need to bring the pillows as well. And here are the curtains that are in the same style with the bed sheet. And the pillow doesn't match the pillowcase either. The new things I bought are actually the right size. It's just that they don't match the old things, but I'm gonna replace them eventually, so everything's gonna match. I'm looking for a nature-inspired decor and furniture and everything. I want wood and leaves and earthy colors, like the color of wood and green and things like that. So that's what I'm going for, but it's gonna be pretty simple to begin with, and then as I buy more things, it's gonna become nicer. So here it is, much better than it used to be.